head feels like it's been split in two with a boarding axe. Mark me words. I won't be touching another pint of grog so long as I should live. What in the hell were I even thinking, getting so utterly... Oh, that be right. The Bildrats put out them challenges of theirs. Grogmanay, I think they were calling it. Now, if only I could recall just what it were I'd actually done. I seem to remember having a few drinks before putting to sea. You know, starting off proper. I think Sharon were trying to call out to me for something, but I weren't having none of her concerns. Ah, belay our squalling. Wench, the pirate lord saves his bestest voyages for his drunkest sailors.
What? Did you say something?
I'm sure I had me reasons for treating her in that manner. Good ones, too. I'll bet. Now, everything will happen from here on be just a bit fuzzy. Give me a moment to collect my bearings, if you don't mind. If memory serves, I went to Crescent Isle for something, didn't I? That sounds right. Gold hoarder business, I think it... Oh, God, that'd be foul. Don't let it be said that your old captain can't hold his rum, but that boat be utterly covered in spew. Ugh. It'll take forever for that smell to wash out. Anyhow, I made it to Crescent Isle and gently brought me ship into the bay. Now, I don't fully recall doing it, but the thing about me is I actually be a better helmsman when I'm drunk than when I'm sober. So I'm sure I did a fine job of it. Now, what did I do once I went ashore? I know I fought with a couple of skeletons. I think I had to focus on trying to burn them on account of them Grogmanay challenges, you see. Speaking of, it'll be coming back to me now. That be what I were at Crescent Isle for. The challenges, I mean. One of them were digging up a chest or two, while you were 3 sheets to the wind. Which were easier said than done, mind ye. I managed to find one spot fairly quick, but the undead guards just sent me to the drunk tank of the damned for all the efforts. The lousy boneheads. If I were to be getting anything done like this, I'd need to be taking more care of just what I be doing. After all, dying weren't on my list of challenges. Well. After taking a moment to refill me tankard, I went back ashore, dealing with a couple of fish folk before going back to digging up me treasure. Though by that point I'd sobered up a fair bit, a mistake I'd be sure to remedy for the remaining 2 chests. There were a brief squabble over the second one, during which I realised I'd forgotten to grab more shot to reload my pistol, but even when I be loaded to the gunwales, a skeletal marksman being no match for me. What? No, I didn't run away. What be making you think I would run away? You'll never catch me, you scallywag! Okay, fine. Maybe I did run away. You happy now? Well, you'd better be. There were just one chest left on my map, and I found it without any incident, so the tale be moving on. But, moving on to where exactly? Give me a moment. Right. Next up, we're Cannon Cove to deal with a skeletal crew. While we're giving the Order of Souls their fair share of trouble. As mentioned before, I had me a challenge with their names on it. Well, maybe not them exactly, but... oh, you know what I be saying. I brought me ship right up beside the beach to find the restless dead I were sent to scupper. But not before going below to top off me tankard, of course. It were an arduous stumble, headed from the beach to look for me foes. Made no more convenient by me search for firebombs to be making use of. Now, there weren't that many what I could find, but I'd have to make do, for it wouldn't be long before I discovered the camp of the living dead. Now, in hindsight, I'll admit that me use of them firebombs were a tad irresponsible. Bordering on wasteful, in fact, but what do you want from me? I were drunk. I scrambled to find more as the horde of undead descended upon me, but eventually I had to retreat to me ship. Me buzz were fading after all, and we couldn't be having that now, could we? Once I'd properly spliced the main brace, so to speak, I returned to land, finding another firebomb after daybreak. With the weapons I needed in hand, I went off to face the criminal cadavers so I could send them to Davy Jones. Not the Dark Brethren's Davy Jones, mind ye. That be a whole other story. Anyhow, despite me best efforts, there just weren't quite enough fire to pass the threshold of that challenge. And the skeletons decided to take it upon themselves to add injury to me insult. Well, I can't imagine that this'll be getting much worse. Oh, fuck. Well, this were an unfortunate situation. A brig bearing the sails of the Dark Adventurer be the last sight of many an ill-fated voyage. And it were looking like I'd be joining them ranks. There simply ain't much that can be done when a full crew has you locked down like this. You can try and fight it if you want, but in the end, the inevitable always arrives. And they'll repair your boat for you. Wait, what? Aye, sure enough, it would appear me drunken self has something of a silver tongue. I don't quite recall what it were I said to 'em, but they fixed me ship up for me, good and proper. Hell, they even let me cross off another challenge by hitting them with a cannonball. Now, that just be a level of kindness you don't be expected to see out on these waters. But it certainly warmed this old heart to be on the receiving end. After a short fireworks display to show me gratitude, it were back to the island to finish the bounty. Firebombs or no, before going back to cash in what I had so far at New Golden Sands. Well, you can't just have a close call like that and not want to sell everything you got, now can you? Anyway, my tale don't quite be over yet. After a quick supply run, I spotted something on the horizon. Something that would for sure help me finish my challenge. A wandering skeleton galleon. To me grog-soaked mind, it were a perfect target. All I had to do were set her alight and let the fires do the rest of me work for me. Of course, that were easier said than done. It were a bit of a long pursuit before we could truly start the fight. For whatever reason, the ship of the dead simply didn't seem to want to fight me. One failed boarding attempt and a siren ambush later, though, and we were lined up perfectly. Broadside to broadside, ready to battle. Now, for those of ye who hadn't already caught on, allow me to lay down me mistakes for you nice and plain. I tracked down a skelly galleon, rammed the damn thing, and gone directly into her broadside while drunk. Now, as I'm sure ye can figure, these don't be ideal conditions. As I struggled to keep me footing down below deck, the undead crew had me right where they wanted me. And with one careless toss of me bucket, the fumbled plunder could take no more. But just because me ship were headed to the seafloor didn't mean the battle were over. No, I still had a fight in me. And by thunder, I'd be bringing it to them worthless bags of bones. I ran to their bottom deck, looking for anything I could use. Firebombs, kegs, anything at all. But what I found were far more interesting to me. Now, needless to say, I weren't able to get far with it. Even if I could, I had no ship to take it anywhere, but just knowing it were there were enough for me to come back for another shot at him. This time I'd be the one to come out on top. I started our rematch with a strong ramming maneuver, sticking to him like a leech as I threw a firebomb to finish that challenge. The accursed crew couldn't shake me if they tried. I were dug in deep with both harpoons, and as soon as I finished repairing me ship, where in the hell did they go? Galleons can't just up and vanish like that, seriously. What the hell be going on here? Where'd the damn thing go off to? It may have been gone, but on the bright side, I completed what I set out to do. In our scuffle, the firebombs immolated the last skeletons I were needing for the challenge. And me ill-fated heist from before turned out not to be such a waste after all. Me carrying it like I did must have loosened it up enough for it to fall out of the ship before it vanished into the aether. And now that I had the chest of 1,000 grogs, I were getting an inkling of an idea just where I should go for me last challenge. The sunken kingdom be the home to many a foul beastie, but none more prevalent than the dreaded ocean crawlers. Accursed beings, what were neither truly man nor fully fish. And it just so happened I had a challenge to kill a few of them. Why the ones I got before didn't count be beyond me. Perhaps I simply weren't drunk enough. Well, with me chest of 1,000 grogs, that wouldn't be the case this time around. I had myself a few drinks, then stepped into the arena, ready to crush whatever dared to oppose me. The first wave were just some measly coral skeletons, which went about how you'd expect. Which is to say, quickly and forgettably. The next round were more what I'd come for. A small band of fish-faced freaks coming to try and claim me for the briny deep. I weren't taking any chances on them challenges, so perhaps I loaded up on a tad too much liquid courage, but I ain't about to be arguing with them results. And just like that, I'd finished my last challenge, meaning I could return to my vessel to bask in the rewards of a job well done. After that, I returned to the outpost, a belly full of grog and a head full of pride, to sell me cursed chest and finish off my voyage right with a show of fireworks to turn that dark night into day. You know, all this talk of grog has got me feeling rather parched. What do you say we go and hit the tavern for a... Hey, well, what's this now? Ahoy there, little fella. What be your name? Rascal, eh? You seem to be a tad far from home, Rascal. Well, don't you worry. Your old captain will take good care of ye.